In this video, we are going to test the A4-1B compressor from Antelope Audio, an optical tube compressor. We are going to go through all its parameters. We are going to compress in real time. The A4-1B optical tube compressor from Antelope Audio, recently released, is a revolution in analog audio. With the A4 concept Antelope Audio analog automation, it combines the warmth of tubes and transformers with digital precision. Its ratio up to 10:1, threshold of -40 dB and 3 models, fixed, custom and hybrid. Adapt to different applications. Additionally, its full integration with any DAW and motorized knobs make it an essential tool for achieving an incredible sound. We have the first switch, compress or bypass. When it's in compress, it will apply compression based on my settings. When it's in bypass, the signal is not compressed, but the meter keeps working. Our first knob controls gain, up to 30 dB when turning all the way to the right. To the left, it functions as a mute option, where the signal is completely silenced. We have the ratio, which can be ranged from 2:1 to 10:1 to control dynamic peaks. We also have the threshold, which can go as low as -40 dB. Something interesting is that I can set it to off, and the signal will still pass through the compressor, going through the transformers and tubes, adding the harmonics that make this Antelope Audio compressor so great. Let's listen to a 1K tone. Now let's pass it through the compressor. The BU meter has several functions. Input, which shows the incoming signal. Gain reduction, which shows the dB being reduced due to compression.
La herida abierta en el corazón.
Output, which displays the compressed signal coming out of the compressor.
La herida abierta en el corazón.
Let's move to the next section, attack, release timing, and sidechain. Something very important is that the attack and release depend on timing. Custom mode. It allows free adjustment of attack and release. For example, when set to the fastest attack, we have half millisecond. When set to the slowest attack, we have 300 milliseconds, which is quite slow. Fastest release, 50 milliseconds. Slowest release, up to 10 seconds. If we set both attack and release to the slowest, it works well for orchestral sections. Fixed mode. In this mode, attack is fixed at 1 millisecond and release at 50 milliseconds. This speed generates more harmonic distortion and character, making it great for bass, kick drums, and aggressive vocals. Hybrid mode. This mode combines the best of fixed mode and custom mode. Attack is always fast, while release adapts depending on the material. If compression lasts for a long time, the release also extends. Very important, don't confuse this with auto release, which other compressors have. When in this mode, attack and release impact the compressor behavior. If both are set to the fastest, then fixed mode dominates the compression. Sidechain mode. Off compresses whatever signal enters the compressor. Bus 1 or 2 syncs with another compressor to work in stereo. The compressor with the lowest threshold will act as the master in compression. At the back of the compressor, we have XLR and TRS inputs/outputs. We also have the external sidechain. You can connect it with any power cable. The most important part is that you can connect it via USB to your computer and control the motorized knobs. We can manually control gain, ratio, threshold, attack, release, the meter, timing, and sidechain. If you notice, when I move a knob, it also moves in the software. The compressor can work without a computer, but the software enhances its functionality. Sidechain filter. Off compresses the entire signal. DS mode works as a de-esser, allowing you to adjust the frequency depending on the signal. You can also change the slope to make it wider or narrower. Low pass mode creates a low pass filter compressing only signals below a certain frequency. High pass mode creates a high pass filter compressing only high frequencies. This is ideal for a mixed bus, where you want to compress the high frequencies but not the low end. We can switch between setting A and setting B. If I want different settings to compare, I can click A or B and it will immediately switch parameters. LED automation means that the compressor is connected to the computer and synced. Now it's time to test the compressor with different signals in a mix session. I will use a moderate ratio and adjust the threshold. I will set an attack that's not too fast and a slightly faster release. Remember, I'm in custom mode. Something that I really like about this compressor is that I can bypass it to check that the compressed signal is not louder than the uncompressed signal. Let's first listen to it in bypass.
Y desata un infierno.
The gain reduction meter still works.
Y desata un infierno que no imagino.
Showing me how much it's compressing. If I want to be more aggressive, I can increase the ratio and use a faster attack.
Y desata un infierno que no imagino ni el más cruel y brutal dictador.
Let's listen without compression.
Y desata un infierno que no imagino ni el más cruel y brutal dictador.
If it compresses between 3 to 5 dB, the compression won't be too noticeable, but the signal will sound more even. Fixed mode. Attack 1 millisecond and release 50 milliseconds. Works great for vocals.
Llorando lágrimas de fuego, la justicia ardió.
Bypass.
Y llorando lágrimas de fuego, la justicia ardió.
Now let's try it on an acoustic guitar without compression. I will turn on the compressor and use the custom mode. I will set a moderate attack, a faster release, and a less aggressive threshold. If you notice, it gives a lot of strength to the guitar. Testing on kit drum. Switch to fixed mode without compression. With compression. Remember, we need to compensate with gain. Now let's test it on bass. Fixed mode works well. Let's check it out. Adjusting the threshold. It gives the bass more presence. A good recommendation for bass is to set the ratio to 10:1 to keep it tight and present. Now let's apply it to a cello. I will use a custom mode. I want a slow attack and slow release. I also don't want to compress too much, so I will try 4:1, 3:1, or 2:1. Let's listen without compression. Now with compression. If you notice, it adds more character and power to the instrument. Compression can be subtle or more aggressive. Tell me in the comments which setting you like best. This is the A4-1B compressor from Antelope Audio. I think it adds more life to my mixes. One thing I love is that I can control it from the software. No more taking pictures or writing down attack and release settings. If you think this video can help a friend who wants to get into analog compression with Antelope Audio, feel free to share it. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. See you in the next video. Take care. Bye.